Welcome to Gate City Insider. I'm Rosemary Plyven. What are your summer plans? Vacation? Kids going to camp? Why not add a little creativity to your summer? Ryan Deal, Chief Creative Economy Officer for the City of Greensboro. Hello and welcome.
Hey, Rosemary.
All right, so what are some of the things you were excited about this summer?
Oh, God. Well, so first, just summer in general, like warm weather and sunshine and blue skies. But maybe I'll give you a top three.
Okay, I love it.
Top three things that I'm looking forward to this summer. So number one, the Eastern Music Festival. So the Eastern Music Festival brings some of the most top-notch musical talent, students and collegiate faculty from across the country, all to descend in Greensboro for the summer. They really take over the Guilford College campus for really rigorous study, and then these amazing musical concerts that are offered to the community. They run almost the entire month of June. I've heard tickets go on sale for the summer series on May the 20th. So I'm looking forward to the Eastern Music Festival.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's really a gem for Greensboro.
It is. Oh, we're so lucky to have that.
Absolutely. Festivals. I love festivals. And so the summer is full of them. We really start this, actually, this coming weekend here, May 21st and 22nd. You can pick from the Greensboro Bound Literary Festival if you want to stay cooler and indoors, or if you want to enjoy some live music and be outdoors. The Carolina Blues Festival is this weekend in Center City Park and LeBauer Park, May 21st and May 22nd. But then festivals continue all summer. So we have the Juneteenth GSO Fest, actually for 4 days, June 16th through June 19th. The local organizing group has put together a fantastic set of programs to celebrate and commemorate Juneteenth. Fun Fourth, and then we're all driving toward, at the end of the summer, the North Carolina Folk Festival, which is September 9th through the 11th in downtown. So lots of things to pick from.
And all those
festivals.
Things are free. I mean,
yes.
So, I mean, that's
the vast majority of them are.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So get outside, take in local arts, culture, creativity, and yes, absolutely, most of them are free.
All right, so that was your two.
That was two.
Sorry, so I didn't want to interrupt.
No, it's fine. Yeah, and the third one sort of is similar, and we'll talk about it, I think, a little more later, but MUSEP in the summer. And so, two of my favorite things being outdoors and music and live music. And so the return of MUSEP this summer is something to look forward to as well.
Oh, it's so great. I mean, the chance to gather safely. We're going to be outside for most of these things, and to just celebrate all things about Greensboro, really. Okay, so I know you love theater. So talk about summer theater here in Greensboro.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the theater scene. So through May the 29th, you can check out Triad Pride Performing Arts production of Falsettos. And that's performing in Greensboro through May the 29th. And then they're actually taking that to Winston-Salem and performing in Winston-Salem June 3rd through the 5th.
That's cool.
So you can take your pick. And Falsettos is this contemporary musical that explores family relationships, bar mitzvahs, baseball, but then and also honestly deals with the AIDS crisis. And so a really poignant piece of musical theater that Triad Pride Performing Arts is putting up. Our friends at Community Theater of Greensboro are putting up Shrek. So based on the fairy tale adventure film, and that's running. Yes, that's running June 17th through the 26th. So you have, I think, 2 weekends to pick from for that, and that's at the Carolina Theater. Our shop with Creative Greensboro, we're producing the Rodgers and Hammerstein musical Sound of Music.
A classic.
And so an intergenerational cast will have a full weekend of performances June 23rd through the 26th, and we're performing at Wellspring.
Which is a beautiful place. If you haven't been, you really should check that out.
Yeah, a state-of-the-art theater space that is new here in Greensboro, and so we're pleased to be there June 23rd through the 26th. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, I say summer is for Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And so we've not announced the title just yet. It'll be coming within the next couple of weeks. But we're going to offer a downtown sort of choose-your-own-adventure at various locations around downtown Shakespeare production. And so there'll be still an opportunity to audition for that. If folks watch creativegreensboro.com, we'll be looking for a cast of all ages to join us on that, and then we'll have performances at the end of July and the beginning of August.
Okay, so explain, what do you mean a choose-your-own-adventure?
Well, I don't want to say too much because we've not finalized all of the details just yet, but you'll be able to take in some of your favorite Shakespeare stories at sort of otherwise unsuspecting locations in pocket parks and sidewalks around downtown Greensboro.
Okay, that sounds a lot of fun. Intriguing.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yes,
Outside
that's
again.
right. Yeah,
We got to take
absolutely.
advantage of the beautiful weather that we
Yes.
have here in Greensboro. Okay, tell us about Grow. How's it been growing?
Oh yeah, so Grow is the Greensboro Residency for Original Works. It's a new flex space, about 800 square feet in the Greensboro Cultural Center. It's just inside the Davie Street entrance of the building. Used to be administrative office space, but we sort of blew the walls out and made it a creative space for artists or arts organizations in our community who don't have regular access to space to share their work. And so we, Creative Greensboro, we award residencies in the space for up to 8 weeks. So it's sort of always rotating who and what's going to be in Grow. And we provide some compensation to those artists or organizations because we would like for them to provide free opportunities for the community to come and engage with them in the creation of their work. And so it's a spot for individual artists or arts organizations to explore their work and to make new work and then to share it with the community.
And so how many artists have you had in residence so far since it opened?
We've worked with about a dozen artists and arts organizations since the space opened, and we've got a full slate of artists scheduled through the end of this calendar year. And later this summer, we'll run an open call for artists or arts organizations who are interested in residencies for next calendar year.
It's so much fun. And we're going to
Yeah.
talk with one of the artists coming up, so
That's
stay
right.
tuned for that. We don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
All right, fan favorite, you already mentioned it, music for a Sunday evening in the park.
Yes. So we are back for our 43rd summer of Music for a Sunday Evening in the Park. After a couple really challenging summers
absolutely.
Of hybrid concerts, some in person, mostly streaming online. Last summer we were fortunate to do a little bit in person at the White Oak Amphitheater, but this summer we're back every Sunday, June 5th. I should say most every Sunday, June 5th through August the 28th. The concerts are always on Sunday nights at 6 p.m. And we'll be back in parks all throughout Greensboro. So chances are, wherever you live in Greensboro, at some point this summer, there's a park pretty close to your home. And we're featuring some of the Triad's most talented music ensembles in these concerts. They're all free to attend. We do appreciate donations to help us offset some of our expenses, but no obligation there. It's free to attend. We encourage you to bring a picnic basket, enjoy a blanket and lawn chairs if you want, and make a social outing in an evening of it.
Oh, it is. It always is.
But we're bringing food trucks this year, so that's a new addition. So if you don't want to pack your dinner, you can pick up something at the food trucks. And we'll also have art activities this summer, so ways for you to entertain yourself in addition to the music that is on stage. So whatever your creative passion is, you can find a way to explore it at MUSEP this
All
summer.
on Sunday evenings.
All on Sunday evenings.
And I think I read where there's tacos and maybe slushies for the very first one in June,
Yes,
I think.
yeah. So it's a good mix of food trucks. We've published the full list of bands, the schedule, and the food trucks all on our website, creativegreensboro.com.
Okay, awesome. All right, so are there opportunities for young people to get creative this summer?
Oh, opportunities for young people are abounding, absolutely. And there's still an opportunity to get young folks registered for summer camps if folks haven't quite made their decisions yet. I'll give you just a couple of examples. So I have a background in opera, so I'll talk about an opera one first, but then we'll also move beyond. But I thought this was interesting. The Greensboro Opera is offering a camp. I think it's for ages 10 through 17, where they can learn a scene from La Boheme, the opera. They're going to make the costumes, they're going to make the set, and they're going to learn the music for a scene from La Boheme. So if you've got a young person with an interest in music, that sounds like a great way to get involved. Our partners at the Center for Visual Artists and Art Alliance of Greensboro and the Green Hill Center for North Carolina Art, all at the Cultural Center, they've all got openings in summer camps. There's really cool pottery programs for teenagers,
That's a fun one.
painting and drawing camps for younger students. If dance is your passion, pick from the Dance Project. They've got hip-hop grooves classes. They've got some musical theater dance programs this summer. Our friends at the Greensboro Ballet have openings still in camps. Royal Expressions Contemporary Ballet also has openings in summer camps for all ages of students.
No excuses not to get creative.
No. Maybe theater is your passion as a young person. Community Theater of Greensboro still has openings in summer camps. Our partners at the Tab Art Center nonprofit are offering a creative writing, theater, and filmmaking summer camp. That one is $35 a week
Oh, wow.
and comes with breakfast and lunch every day.
That's amazing.
So there's also really affordable options for families as well. So still time, get in there.
Plenty of time. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's what you got to do. You got to go to creativegreensboro.com. You'll find all of this there and more links to all of this. You can also sign up for updates, which I find is a great way to stay in the know about all the fun things happening, all those workshops you don't want to miss, the camps for your kids, and the classes for the grown-ups, because there are all those things. Ryan, thank you. So good to have you here with us. And
likewise.
we are going to focus a little bit on music when we come back. You don't want to miss this. Stay right here. Welcome back to Gate City Insider. Summer is upon us, and we are ready to do a little grooving. How about it? Dr. John Henry, Director for Greensboro Big Band with us. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
So glad to have you. And head of the music program at North Carolina A&T.
Yes.
So really an honor to have you here. Talk about Greensboro Big Band for those who have not experienced it before.
Okay, well, the Greensboro Big Band has been around for 30 years.
Wow.
30 years, and it's a diverse group of individuals, all levels. We have professionals, semi-pros, some who just want to, who played when they were a child and just want to keep playing. And we keep big band music alive. And, you know, we play, Duke Ellington, Benny Goodman, Count Basie, Stan Kenton, and more. So we play a variety of those swing styles, of
so much
those
fun.
great bands.
How long have you been with Greensboro Big Band?
I've been with Greensboro Big Band for 20 years. I came to Greensboro in 2001. So I originally came as a bass trombone player, and then a couple years later, I became one of the singers.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Then in recent time, became the director.
And so you certainly have a lot of friends, I know, who play alongside you. Do you have some students also who play alongside you?
Yes. We have a couple of former students in the group, or some who have been in the group over the years.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. I mean, to just keep that alive. So talk a little bit about music for Sunday evening in the park. What do you like about that?
What I like about it is seeing all the families out. I especially love seeing the children out dancing. You know, with people from the Swing Dance Society, we do some performances for the Swing Dance Society.
That's cool.
So we like seeing them dancing. We like seeing the little children dancing. We like seeing the families, gathered around, seated enjoying the concert.
And we haven't really had a normal summer of music in the
Right.
park
So
for a
we're
while,
finally getting back to normal after a couple of years.
Yeah. So I expect you're going to have some big crowds. Of course, Greensboro Big Band performing at the very first one of the summer, June the 5th.
Yes, we're going to kick it off.
Yeah, Greensboro College, right? All right. So what can we expect?
Well, it is also Black Music Appreciation Month.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll hear some music specifically by Black composers, and then feature some of our Black soloists. That's not the totality of the concert, but it's a focus.
It's going to be a good concert with so much to look forward to. What other events are you looking forward to as far as music this summer? Because I know that you like to be a spectator as well.
Oh yeah, I love being a spectator. I play with a couple of groups. I like sitting in. I love live music, so I'll be catching all the other groups, the Greensboro Concert Band, the Philharmonia, and all the other groups. I'm looking forward to a great summer of music.
All right, where else can we see Greensboro Big Band?
Well, this will be although we're kicking off the MUSEP concert, this will be our final concert for the season, and then we'll come back in August.
In the fall. Okay, so if you're a musician and you want to get involved, how do we do that?
And all you do is sign up through Creative Greensboro.
Creative Greensboro. Okay, so I saved a little bit of time because I'd love to have you play a little bit.
Okay.
How about it?
Sure.
What are you going to play?
I'm going to play a little bit of Summertime.
I love it. That's perfect timing too, since we just had that on stage at the Tanger Center.
Yes.
we need the applause button. I'm not quite enough. Oh, I love it. How long have you been playing?
Fifth grade. I played piano as a child and started trombone in about fifth grade or so.
Okay, and was this something that you had an interest in, or was it a parent pushing you to do it, or how did that kind of come about?
Probably a combination, and also probably a band director too. Yeah.
Did you have a special one who encouraged you?
Yes, James Fidali. You know, I came up through Berea City Schools. Yes.
And he just pushed you and saw something in you?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And so now you get to do that with others.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, what is that like for you?
Oh, I love it because I've been teaching almost 30 years. So I've seen several students. I've done it about 28 to 29 at the college level. So I've seen lots of students, you know, continuing to play.
Yeah, so what do you like better? Do you like, what is more meaningful, you to be up on stage yourself or to see one of your students?
See the students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thanks for spending a little time with us today, and thanks for sharing your talents with all of us.
All right.
Once again, you want to check out the Greensboro Big Band. This is a free concert coming up at Greensboro College. It's on June the 5th. It is the first Music for Sunday Evening in the Park, better known as MUSEP, concert of 2022. Do check it out. And if you want to add all the dates to your calendar, which I strongly suggest, go ahead and get them on your calendar. Just go to creativegreensboro.com. Get on that calendar right away. Thanks again for being with us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, when we come back, a little bit more creative fun. We're going to meet the next artist in residence at Grow. Stay with us. Welcome back to Gate City Insider. Maybe you've heard of GROW. Well, the Creative Greensboro Project stands for Greensboro Residence for Original Works. It is an 800 square foot flex space in the Cultural Arts Center where creatives can really express themselves. Jasmine Best is the next artist in residence for GROW. Hello and welcome.
Hello. Thanks
Glad
for
to have
having
you.
me.
Okay, you call yourself on your website a true Southern artist. What does that mean to you?
For me, I was seeing a lot of artists who identified as Southern artists, but the South that they were portraying wasn't what I saw, and so I thought it was very important that I identify as a Southern artist with my work, because I've lived in the South most of my life, and everything I put in my work has a bit of a Southern touch to it.
So talk about your medium. What do you work in? What art?
I work a lot in fiber and video. I consider myself a mixed media artist because I work a lot in whatever medium best conveys my story I'm telling. So I work in sewing and recently in yarn tufting and also in animation.
Okay, so let's talk about the piece you brought with us today. Tell us about this.
This here was a fabric plant that I started after I had made this very large porch installation for the Contemporary Art Museum in Raleigh. I had recreated two porches from my grandmother's porches. I'd recreated it entirely out of fabric. So the furniture, the walls, the plants. And after that, I started making these smaller sort of grandmother fabric plants that people could take home. And for people who I guess wanted to not have fake plants that looked like they were trying to mimic real plants, that had more of I guess a story
artistic,
behind
yeah.
it.
And so is this one that you would have seen on your grandmother's front porch? One of
Yes,
this plant?
this is a flamingo plant. They come in red and pink flowers. They bloom usually during like the warmer months, but you have foliage kind of year round if it's in the house.
So how did you learn to do this?
My grandmother and my mother taught me how to sew, and I sort of combined what they've taught me with what I learned in art school, which actually my art background at UNCG was in digital art.
And so, I mean, all of that together into what you're doing now. We have some video, too, that I'd love for folks at home to see. I'd love for you to kind of explain a little bit what you're doing in this video, because it's not just plants, that you're not just sewing these plants. As you said, tufting?
Tufting. Now, during lockdown, tufting became very popular among
Okay, I don't know what that is.
It is like making rugs.
Okay.
So I think the best way to describe tufting is painting with yarn. So you get these machines which are mimicking yarn punching by hand.
Okay.
But they're these very large machines that work very quickly. So you use it you thread yarn through, and you find like a kind of like a monk's cloth fabric, like a thin fabric, and you can create patterns with the yarn.
And and I've seen the video of it. It's like you're kind of shooting it into the yarn.
It's very
you hang
fast.
it up. And it's amazing. It looks like it's a lot of fun to do as well.
It is. It's a big arm workout.
I was going to say that machine is probably kind of heavy, so you're building your muscles. Can you tell us a little bit of your, well, first, how did you find out about Grow?
Now, okay, so I like to describe the art community, the visual art community here in Greensboro as like a family.
Yeah.
So anytime there is some sort of opportunity or artist call, we're all sort of like messaging each other, sending it to each other, sharing it. So I think I probably found out about it online through maybe a friend sending me on Instagram, or maybe like reading an article someone sent to me.
And why did you decide to apply?
Because I love this town. I've been in Greensboro for about 7 to 8 years. And this community has given me so much, and I wanted to do something where Grow really encourages you to open your practice up to the public. And so I want people to come out, interact with me and my art, and maybe meet some people I haven't met in town.
So when can we see you, and how does this work?
The residency starts on the 31st. I'm kicking it off on June 2nd with a Meet the Artist, and then there will be a first Friday where everyone can come out and participate. I have a series of workshops. I think I have a tufting workshop on June 10th.
Oh, okay.
So that will be fun. I have a few plant-based workshops. This residency will be focusing a lot on connecting care for oneself to care of nature. So that's why I brought this one here as sort of a theme for that.
I love that.
And then the actual exhibition will open on Juneteenth.
Juneteenth, and lasts for a few weeks? How long?
Yes, I believe the residency goes till June 26th, so the show itself may go longer than that.
And as Ryan was saying, you can see right when you walk off Davie Street into the Cultural Arts Center, you'll see your space, and it's already coming together now, I know.
Yes.
I know. So what is the feedback been to your art, and as you've even just been, building your space in the Grow space?
I've had a history of people sharing stories with me. I love being sort of a narrative artist, and I've found that people tend to share their stories with me when they see my work. And I love that no matter what people's background are, whether they're Southern or not Southern, they can find a connection with my art and find something of themselves in it.
I love that. So how can we find out more about your workshops and sign up?
I will have information about it on jasminebest.com, and also at my Instagram, JasmineBestArt. And I believe Creative Greensboro will also have information.
That's always the place to start. Well, really love you spending some time with us. Thank you for sharing your passion and your art with all of us, and we can't wait to come visit you in the Cultural Arts Center in the Grow space. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you're an artist and you're interested in a residency, you can apply online at creativegreensboro.com. And of course, that is the place to go to find out about all of the wonderful creative things happening this summer and beyond here in Greensboro. We just touched on a very few of them today. There is so much to explore, so much to learn, so much to experience, and to try yourself. Creative Greensboro is the place to go. CreativeGreensboro.com. You'll find everything you need to know, and even better, sign up for the mailing list and you won't miss a thing. We really appreciate you spending a little bit of your time with us today. We hope you have a great day and find a way to get creative.